So the very first thing is you want to rip lots of strips of tape. And you'll see why, because you're going to want your hands free to hold crumpled newspaper down. And remember how I said symmetry is a big part of this project, and these are fairly long, because you can always rip them a little bit shorter. So you have your project, cut it out, and then we're going to build up both sides so that they're symmetrical. And I'm not kidding when I say I call this mindful paper folding and tearing, because you need to be thoughtful and pay attention to how you're crumpling the paper and how much paper you're grabbing, because you want to do the same thing on both sides. So I'm going to start with a sheet this big, and notice how I crumple it. I'm crumpling those edges towards the middle. You see that? See how that looks different? I'm going to do the exact same sheet of paper than this. Very different. Same size, right? So don't do that. Do it like this. You might need to do that for another section. So now I can kind of even look. I can fit it right into that spot. I'm going to use this tape, secure this thing. We go through quite a bit of masking tape with this. Maybe another piece just a little bit smaller, just to hold them down right there. And now I'm going to open up, get some more newspaper. I'm only going to do a half a sheet this time, like this big. And again, watch how I crumple it. See how I'm folding those edges in? Can you see how I'm doing that? And then you can kind of manipulate it into that shape, kind of holding the integrity of the cardboard shape that you've already designed. And then I could probably start to move on to the other side. So, one sheet. Kind of fold those edges in. Does it look fairly similar? I mean, there's quite a bit of refining that still needs to be done. So that half a sheet to go right back here. Okay, so that's your first step. So you need to check and see, is it like my drawing? Do I need to make it thicker or bigger in some areas? Like I might make it more narrow towards the back and make it a little bit poofier in the front.